What's up, everybody? It's the spiritual light passing through Miss Pat, and I'm back at you with another video. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Illuminati and for us to understand that whole entire thing. I think a lot of people are still goosed out, and because you found out things about some of the secret organizations inside of our world that have been going on for quite some time. And a lot of you all have heard what goes on in the music industry and maybe some of what you've seen inside the political world. But I wanted to give you a perspective of seeing this from a regular person's point of view so you can understand what's happening. The Illuminati is no more than a group of people who know what you know now. If you've been reading these books, that's all they who that's who they were. You can consider yourself now the Illuminati, the illuminated ones, okay? They always knew this information that you are now holding in your hands and probably a little bit more, okay? These were people of wealth who had the means and the ability to be able to sit and have the time to ponder about what situation and what this world really was and where it was going. And they happened to have this information at a time where our group of people were being brought down and they were being raised up. And you have to see how all of this works together, okay? We're being brought down and they're being raised up, and they have to figure out a way to be able to take over the world, all right? Now, you have the Catholic Church and things like that in control at this time. But now you're getting a group of rich people who are learned individuals understanding the game that the Catholic Church was running. And they basically told the Catholic Church, let me tell you something, this is how this gonna go. We understand what y'all doing is a sham, okay? Y'all got all of these people running around on this Jesus situation. And you're taking advantage of it. And granted, it is true what has happened. And Jesus was here. And he said he would come back. But until he comes back, there's plenty of stuff for us to do. Now, you can keep running your sham because we know, since we got the documents, that it's a bunch of bullshit. You got people gripping around in the dark and they don't know. But we know that it's going to be a minute before he makes his return. And the people who he's coming, who the Father of heaven is after, is about to put all his people inside of exile right about now. So this is our opportunity to do some things, right? So why don't we help each other? We can allow you and your priest of Mahan to continue your little sham and, basically getting paid off of these stupid little followers that you have all around the world. And then we are going to come up with our way of being able to take over the world and become the major families, the gods of this world, and indirectly. Okay, we're gonna handle and run and handle all the major resources around here. We're gonna fund wars, and you can help us do that too, church. You understand? But as we take over, we're gonna start, handling the resources. We're gonna become powerful families, and we're gonna be this big group. They can't do anything unless everybody's on board. Are you in? Yeah. Okay, and that's basically how that happened. All right, and the Illuminati knows who we are as a people. They also placed the other folks in the place so everything will go along with Bible prophecy because they have the manuscript, okay? But they also got a little lazy with it, okay? And didn't realize that eventually their time would stop. They're like, it's been going, this whole situation been running so well for generations upon generations, and my family is rich. We've got people vying for positions inside of our organization. We send them to Harvard and Oxford and all of these places like Yale, and they are trying to get in. Their next generations are trying to make sure that they stay power centers in our little groups and rich groups and things like that, and we keep the little man down below. Meanwhile, the main people who are supposed to wake up, they ain't woke up yet. We put the priest of Mahan all over them, so they may never wake up. Them dudes really do know how to do their job as far as mind fucking people. You understand? So they really didn't have much to worry about. And they stopped looking at the manuscript. But they also know that the manuscript, some events are about to show up now. They've been showing up over time, but they're really about to kick in now. And they also know that the true masters of the universe are about to wake up at any moment. Okay? So they are, turning up the volume on the things that they're doing right now. And a lot of us don't want to wake up. A lot of our people don't want to wake up. A lot of our people want to stay in the church. And the ones that have woken up is very few. And the ones who have woken up, to a certain degree, they still stuck in a priest of Mahan type mindset. And they can't get out of it. It's like all of us is inside of a dark room. Okay? The light's out. Nobody can find the light switch. Okay? But somebody found the door to get the hell out of here. And somebody says outside, don't you dare try to come out of here or something bad's going to happen to you. And we like, you know what? I'm tired of digging around in this dark shit. We going to have to fight. Okay? Those are the people who are waking up and reading the books. All right? We sit up here and say, okay, we're going to open the door. And people like, if you open the door, we're going to die. If you open the door, they're going to do something bad to all of us. The devil's going to get you. Everything's going to happen. It's the boogeyman is out there if you open the door. We open the door, we walk out. We leave them people that's in that room in that room. We find out it ain't nothing but some skinny old dude talking crazy out here talking about not letting nobody else in. So we go over there, we smack him around, and we find out we're inside of a room and everything that's going on in this place. And we find out it wasn't nothing but a skinny dude this whole time guarding the door telling us don't come out. And there's thousands of people in there in the dark. And we go back and we say, hey, y'all. It ain't even nothing to be afraid of. Just come on out of here. Man, look, that man told us for years we cannot do this. Okay? We've been listening and we've been all right. Y'all stay here in the dark. Okay, y'all? This is safe. And we tell you it's safe out here. Just come on out of here. Quit being stupid. Come on. And some people get up and walk out with us. That's how the truth is. People waking up and walking out of that dark room and seeing what's going on. And there's some people who are cool with being in the dark, and because it's something that they've gotten used to. You know what I'm saying? They used to the little friend that they was holding on their hand to and being scared in there, okay? And some people just can't come out of that. And that's how the Illuminati has taken over with people. They have worked on people's fears, people's traditions, people's superstitions to stay where they are. And it works. It is happening daily, every day in front of us. Okay? And I think what is happening to the people in the truth now, the ones who are choosing to wake up and really getting further and further into this, are understanding where this is going to go. You're understanding the Most High in ways that the regular church can never give you. Okay? I'm sorry to tell a lot of people this, but at some point you're going to walk away completely from religion, and you're going to deal with the Most High as He truly is, the creator of everything. The only thing that around you will be real, will be the air you breathe, the trees you see, the grass underneath your feet, the earth in which you walk on, the mountains, the hills. Those are the things that are of His hands and of His beings that are just like you on this planet. Everything else is nothing but smoke and mirrors and a fantasy. Do you understand what kind of class we are in right now? This is like being in some type of I don't know if you ever watched the X-Men and they had those simulations where they're in there fighting and things like that, and they're practicing to fight against, I think what was his name, Apocalypse or something like that. And they had those simulations. This is what we're living in, is just like a simulation. You have forgotten who you are, who you possibly could have been in different lives, all of this. And you are steady trying to vie for ability to qualify to be like Mike and Gabe and all the rest of them. Do you understand? And the crazy part about this is that your Bibles are telling you every day that it is. I think I have a book called The Other Bible. It's called the Gospel of Bartholomew is inside of it. And Bartholomew asked Moses a very good question when he had came back after being raised from the dead, and he was having this visit with his disciples. And he stayed with them for a couple of days before he ascended to the Most High. Okay? Now, Bartholomew asked, how many people die each day, leave the earth every day? And he said 30,000. He said, how many of them actually make it into paradise? And do you know the answer he told him? The Most High Moses told him, 3. 3. I said, oh shit. No wonder we keep coming back here. Only 3 people out of 30,000 that die every day. Every day, 30,000 people die. 3 are the only ones out of that 30,000 that actually make it to heaven. Now that's pretty damn low. And that sounds like we got a lot of people coming back here repeating this life over and over and over again, fucking up, making the same mistakes over and over and over again and not learning. So if you gotten to this point where his disciples were, basically, when he was letting them know, because you have to understand the time in which Moses came into their world, what he was talking, the people he was talking to, his ointment that he was given at that time and preaching that he was given was not for those people at that time. It was for us in the future. He was literally sending a message to us in this time now of understanding the way he wanted us to live. He was back then trying to get people away from the church. So you had to understand why they didn't like him. He was cleaning the church out. Everybody was coming from everywhere to see him and listen to what he had to say because it made sense. They got tired of listening to the dressed up pansies at church. They got tired of the T.D. Jakes of their time, and they wanted something that was edifying, and he was edifying for them. Do you understand? But the edification that he was given back then, those people didn't understand. The edification he was given was literally like a videotape to us now. You don't even understand the level of beauty this is. And until we get that through our skulls, look how many times people had to keep coming back here and be reincarnated over and over again to understand certain things. And only 3 out of every 30,000 get to go and stay in heaven. That's not a lot of people. That's a lot of people that when they cross over, and this is something that we need to understand about when people die. When they die, that's the time you need to be on your knees praying hard for them, that they can go to paradise, because most of them are going to be placed in chains as soon as they wake up and realize, oh, I'm still alive. I'm just not in my body that I had on earth. And then they review the tape on them and say, you didn't make it. Like, wait a minute, this was a test? Yes, it was a test, fool. You asked to come down there and get everything right, learn the right way of doing things. You got caught up in the streets. You messed up straight out the gate as soon as you got old enough to get away from your mama. And they pushed the tape, and it's like, oh, man, damn. Got to get back in line and try this shit again. That's how this is. That is what this is. As soon as these people pass away, you need to be on your hands and knees praying for their souls, that God may be lenient and may let them go and reincarnate someplace else in another time space to get it right. This third dimension ain't nothing nice. And I'm going to be honest with you, me personally, I never want to come back to it again. I know this my last time around. I know this my last time. I can't do another tour in this motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot. The people are boring. Everything about this place is boring. I have been bored since 16 years old. Everything is literally, you know what I'm saying, predictable. And I hate that. I literally hate it. So if you feeling the same way, this probably your last go around too. And that's the reason why all of us have now found ourselves in this group of people, because we're tired of this. And this is the last go round for this. This school is about to be closed, y'all. And the new one is about to start. For all the people who failed the class and didn't graduate, Moses coming to teach the class himself again. Okay? He come to teach it himself again. And the ones that did graduate, y'all gonna be helping him all over the world. He got a whole world to build. That's why I said everybody can't be teachers. But your time is coming when he gonna need your help. So trust me, your number gonna get pulled. Excuse me, yeah, you. Come on over here. I need you to go all the way over here and start this over there. And you start this over there. We gonna get these kids who don't have any parents anymore. Start all, give them some parents. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of things going on here that everybody's hands is gonna be on deck. But you need to understand that the Illuminati knew everything you know now. They also know how it's going to end. That's the reason why they said, look, we know how all of this is going to be. We might as well go ahead and use it for self-interest, because the devil can deal with people like that. People who want to be special. People who want to be set apart. People who want to be seen as this or that. You understand? I know this, and I've seen this a lot in the business that I'm in, as well as just looking at politics and people, power. I've seen it in the music industry, all of that. Everybody just got these little tight circles, and all the people on the outside think, oh, it must be really big to be a part of that. And it's not. It's a bunch of people who know how to do certain things that are all in contact with each other. Other than that, they're just regular people. They're nothing special. It really isn't. It's nothing special. It's just like when you first get your luxury car. You're like, I finally got a real dope. I got a Beamer, yeah. You get in there and it drives nice. And after a while, you're like, you know what? My other car, this ain't no different than my other car. Do the same shit. You put your foot on the pedal. You got a steering wheel. Everything else is the same. It just might have a smoother, you know what I'm saying, ride. With a couple of more toys and wingdings. Other than that, you could have kept the other car and had a lower note, you know what I'm saying, and paid it off quicker. Other than that, it's the same damn car. It does the same thing. It gets you to point A to point B. It's just a little bit more foo-foo. And the foo-foo you got to pay for. And if anything on the foo-foo gets broke, it's double the amount that you'd have to pay for on the other car. So what did you graduate to? More bills and more responsibility? Or fabulousness? Fabulousness seems like it's going to cost me more than the other car. So it sounds like I graduated to more bills and more responsibility than common sense. You understand? I graduated to madness, because the reality is that this little car that didn't cost that much does the same thing as the other car indirectly. And no one's looking at me any different than they would in either car, because once this new beautiful car gets old, no one's going to care that I have a BMW, because it's old. You understand? The things that we get completely mind-boggled about richness and about trying to be seen and trying to be a part of what's new and what the clique is. And we need to understand that all of that shit don't make no difference. It don't. It really does not. And that's where the Illuminati gets you, because they are in the know. And they know you want to be a part, but you can't because you ain't got enough money. And if you were a part of the know, you would be very, very, very much so scared, because you know what your end is going to be if you're there. It's not going to be pretty. So at some point, you're going to have to pay Sammy Haza his due. He may kill you. He may ruin your entire reputation. Because with him, ain't no middle ground with him. You're not going to leave out of this and just be, oh, good. No, he's going to destroy you. See, that's the gift you get for working with him. He going to give you all you want while you working for him. But at some point, the bill comes due and he's got to destroy you. You understand? Because he don't have no friends. And a lot of people don't understand that. So understand what this is getting ready to go into. The masters of the universe are about to wake up. Religion is going to become a thing of the past. And a lot of people going to have to let that idea of church, the way you used to be used to it, go. because it was something used by a group of people to control you and keep you blind and searching in the dark in that room while they make a world where they're in charge, where you have to come to them for everything. You got to come to them for your lights. You pay they family for your lights. You pay they family for gas. You pay they family for all the resources that you need. Don't you see? That's what happened when we fell off. A new world was made. A new order was made then. They had to find a way to be able to make all of this come together in such a way and have a few control the many. And the moment that you all wake up, and that's what's happening right now, that's why they're getting upset. Why is it that we can't keep all the things that we used to do secret? Why is it all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, everybody knows about the pandemic, and all of a sudden the 3 months of us, you know, with these so-called shots and things like that, we made everybody go get it. We didn't tell everybody it's 9 pages of side effects that people was getting, and then we went and told them to go get another one, and how many people died, and now it's leaking out, and people are sitting back saying, say what? I took this shit and you said how many people have died and what is happening to them now and what kind of issues are they having? What are you saying to me? People are getting a little upset. You understand? Now Congress is talking about the new Jedi mind trick they trying to put on everybody. We need you to pray for the Ukraine. We want to send, $50 billion over there to help them. People saying, excuse the fuck out of me. Not when you sitting up here making all these prices high. And gas? What do you mean send money over there? Wait a minute, we got inflation and everything. Why are we sending all this gas? People are no longer being able to they can't do the Jedi mind trick on them. People waking up and saying, hold up. You got money to send over here, dope. Wait a minute, 2 months ago, y'all was talking about it wasn't enough money to keep the government going. Wait a minute, exactly what the hell is going on here? And they like, wait a minute, go back to sleep now. Remember, we've always been able to you back to sleep. You like, that shit ain't working. Wait a minute. I'm broke here. You understand? This is what's happening to people. Their old way of being able to keep us in the dark. Ever since some of us masters of the universe started waking up, the door that they've had everybody gruffling around in the dark has creaked open. People beginning to see in this room what they've been. Wait a minute. I've been sitting in this room all this time scared of nothing? Yep. Because a group of people made up their mind that this is how they gonna move. And they still making up their mind on how they gonna move. You didn't think all of a sudden the pandemic just don't exist no more. That's them making a decision to shut up. Okay? Now we gonna try this from another way around. This is why you got to keep your eye on the ball. Now the room is open, illuminated. Everybody ain't in the dark no more. We got a little light up in here. We can see what's going on, and that's the problem. The more we wake up, the more they get exposed. The more the true masters of the universe wake up, the more they get exposed. Are you seeing what's happening? The priest of Mahan came in. They like, Priest of Mahan, help us out. Motherfuckers can see what we doing. And Priest Muhammad like, we tried the Jesus shit. It ain't working no more, y'all. White Jesus is just not working. We've been trying this shit. Do you understand? You got T.D. Jakes that lost fucking weight. It's like, bro, been trying. You like, I'm trying. Perry Stone, like, I'm even over here eavesdropping on their channels trying to take notes, y'all. I am trying. This shit is not working. Okay. They are having a fit. Because the masters in the universe are now waking up. And when they fully wake up, oh Lord, the farce and the scam is going to be done. And you're going to start seeing rich folks running away to their little private islands saying, okay, yeah, we need to get out of here before these people really find out what we've been doing. We're going to get fucked up. Because they already know that once the grand masses find out what has happened, their businesses, all of that is going to be done. Okay? And it has to happen. It was written it's going to happen. They have the manuscript. They have more of the manuscript than we do. But as I was telling you, the more you wake up, you guys, the more you're going to walk further and further away from religion. And then you're going to understand what the Most High said is that if you knock, it should be open to you. Once you figure it out, that the kingdom of heaven is within you, you can rule them all. And it's like, rule them all. Yes. All of this crap that they put in front of you, your bills, your house, and all of this stuff don't matter. It's all a smoke screen. They like Gantz. Kingdom of heaven is within me. Me and the Father got a connection. I'm a son of God, a daughter of God. Yeah, all these things I can make things happen. I can make the sun stop in the sky. I can literally make the winds do whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Once you figure that out, now we finna get ready to start cooking. Once you find out about the dimensions and how they can help you here in this time, oh, I got something for y'all in some videos. There's more than one dimension, and there's more than one version of you, master of the universe. There's much more to this than meets the eye. But that is stories for later. Much later, okay? I just wanted to stop by and talk to you guys a little bit, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.